Welcome back to PyCascades 2022. We've got our next speaker here, Jay Miller. Jay works as a developer advocate at a company called Elastic in sunny San Diego, California. San Diego's my hometown, so I'm excited to hear that you're there, Jay. How's everything down in Southern California?
It's going great. It's a nice sunny 60 degrees, so I'm sorry for everyone in the Cascades that are really mad at me right now for giving out a temperature report.
I'm sure we're all very jealous. One of the things that is really important to remember as a developer advocate, I'm sure, is accessibility and neurodiversity with the people that you're talking to. So that leads us to the talk that you are giving today that is called Diversity in Neurodiversity, Help for Underrepresented Folks in Tech and Allies with New Mental Health Diagnoses. And from reading your description, it sounds like this talk is intended to be a resource for folks who receive a new mental health diagnosis when they're well into their careers. We'll be jumping to your recording shortly, but is there anything else that you'd like to add before we get started?
No, I mean, the only thing I would add there is that these transitions are hard for everyone. It's hard for your coworkers. It's going to be hard, especially hard for you. You might be dealing with things from family and getting adjusted to all those things. And hopefully this makes it just 1% less harder. And a big shout out to the people that helped me make this. I couldn't come up with all of these answers. So you'll see lots of pictures of amazing folks who gave me a lot of feedback and a lot of support in this process.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jay. All right. Jay will also be having a Q&A after the talk, so please do feel free to drop your questions in chat and then join us for the Q&A after everything is all wrapped up. So we can go ahead and jump to the recording and get it started.
I want to thank you for coming to this talk. I know that having a conversation around both diversity and neurodiversity can be a challenge. I also understand that it may be uncomfortable to talk about things that have happened in the past or things that you're currently struggling with. I want to make sure that I'm clear on this. This isn't me trying to diagnose you. This isn't me trying to prove that you are any more or less than you. You are who you are, and who you are is amazing and brilliant and awesome. I just want to help you see that a little bit more. And I also want you to find ways that you can see that and echo that into others. We're going to go through this. It's going to be quirky. It's going to be fun. And I might talk too fast. And a lot of that is because I am who I am, can help by providing a little bit of ways to consume this talk. I've highlighted some of the important bits on the screen, so even if you just glance up while you're fidgeting or doing other things, I totally get it. If you're someone that has to read everything on every slide, hopefully I've kept things brief. If you want to know a little bit of what's going on in my head as I'm talking about this, check the footer. That being said, with me being the speaker, I can only talk to my diagnoses, so you might hear me use the phrase ADHD or anxiety a lot. And I want you to replace that with whatever diagnosis you may have. That said, hi, I'm Jay. I'm going to not talk about my job all that much until the end, but for the most part, what you need to know about me is I'm a normal human being. I do have ADHD. I'm a military veteran who was diagnosed with PTSD, and I struggle with anxiety, both social and general. I was diagnosed late in life, and I'm currently not medicated due to reasons that are my own. And I work with a support group for folks with ADHD as a way to work without being medicated. I also seek help from an ADHD coach, and I am totally cool to talk about any of those things after this if you want to know more about any of those things. I'm not saying I am who I am, and it's all because of ADHD. The neurodiversities don't define you, but they help make you who you are. My passions and my different quirks are mostly in part to me finding ways to manage my ADHD. They're also things that I enjoy doing. And in fact, I've created a career that is centralized around both things that I enjoy doing, like podcasting and doing video, and talking to people, but also allow me to be flexible in how I manage my time and the different projects that I work on, which is great for someone who has a neurodiversity or a mental health diagnosis. Again, I'm here to help if you'd like. I'm not here to diagnose you. I'm not here to tell you what you should be doing. I'm only here to offer the advice that I wish someone would have given me when I first got diagnosed and I had no idea what to do. So that being said, you control how much you want to disclose, and you never have to tell everybody everything. That's never something that I would condone. But some other people might, and they may also have their opinions. So I'm going to dispel those. Let's start with my personal favorite. Having whatever means that you can't focus. That's not true. Focus is a vibe. I love how Elizabeth Gilbert talks about things like focus and creativity as if it were magic, and how in ancient times there were groups that thought things like genius and inspiration were spirits that would come and visit you and then leave at their own leisure. You had no control over this. In many ways, when you have something like ADHD, it feels like that. It does. But what tools you use to get in the groove and stay in the groove. And hopefully, if you're an ally, I'm going to help you to not throw off someone else's groove. Don't throw off the groove. Another myth, medication, it turns you into a zombie. Okay, so coming from someone who is currently unmedicated, I know there might be some eyes rolling, but medication's optional. Medication doesn't always work for everyone. It affects everyone differently. If you want to seek the medicated route, work with a psychiatrist. It's their job to understand how medication is affecting you, both physically, emotionally, and mentally. And it's also their job to make adjustments as needed. What may work for a little bit of time may not always work. So if you're going down that route, work with a health professional, because they're going to be the ones that can help guide you. And if you don't feel like they're working for you, find a new one. The next one, having X makes me a bad employee. No, it makes you a different employee. It makes you work differently than the person next to you, which should be everybody. I have my own optimal work schedule. It involves taking naps and playing Tetris sometimes. That said, I've actually tracked my time, and I tend to work more than 40 hours a week, even though I'm not doing it all concurrently. And finally, one of my least favorites, to be fair, having whatever doesn't matter because it's not a protected disability. If you can prove how certain affordances aren't being made for you because of your mental health diagnosis, it is the responsibility of your company to help alleviate some of those issues. And if they're found to be in neglect, they can be penalized for it. That said, usually the solution is not the same as someone with a physical, very present disability. It may not be a screen reader, but it could be something like a standing desk. It could be something like just having summaries of emails. Not everything has to go to the protected or federal mandated level. Oftentimes, you can just work with your team, work with your leadership, and put practices in place that don't just benefit you as a diverse or neurodiverse person, but can benefit everybody on the team. Studies have shown that when products focus on accessibility, their products become usable to more than just the people that they're focusing with their accessibility practices. So if you're thinking about this in the same light, you should be able to create content and practices that benefit everybody by catering to those that have different needs and things that can help them in their process. All right, so that's it for the myths. I want to talk to the people that just got diagnosed. Congratulations. I'm super excited for you. You have started an amazing journey. You are among royalty. You are literally in the same line of mental health diagnoses as at least 2 princes, a duke, an EGOT winner, and 2 certified GOATs. Like, you are absolutely awesome. But you may be wondering, I got this diagnosis, now what do I do? One thing I wish I would have done when I got started was slow down. First time taking any type of medication, SSRI, Adderall, I felt like Superman. I could leap tall buildings in a single bound. I could stop a train with my chest. Like, I could do it all. There was no task that was too big, too small. I was there for it. And then I crashed. And then I literally felt like I tried to stop a bullet train with my chest. And that's not a good feeling. So I want us to think about the idea of saying no just a little bit. On the screen right now are 2 different techniques that I utilize in my day-to-day. One of these I made up with a friend of mine on my podcast, so check that out if you want. The first one, the one I made up, is called the tire technique. It's 4 words that you can use in decision-making verbally that will help you make that decision and whether or not it's good or bad for you. You can say, I don't have the time. My intuition is saying that this isn't going to be really beneficial. I don't have the energy to do this, or, I'm lacking certain resources to make this successful. Maybe we can reconvene at a later moment. And then the other one is the traditional Eisenhower or priority matrix, which I often feel like people glance over this, but only one of them is to actually do the thing, which means 3 out of 4 are you taking something and not putting it on your plate, whether you're delegating it, deleting it, or deferring it to a later time. You don't have to always do. The more you can practice saying no as you're adjusting in this time, the more you can start to establish boundaries that are going to be healthy and safe for you. I've talked about it a couple of times. Your privacy is important to you. That said, I highly encourage you to confide in a friend, a colleague, your manager, whoever you're most comfortable with, and confide at the level that you're also comfortable with. Don't go through it alone. It's really hard. Most of us have been doing this for some time on our own, not knowing that we have the symptoms of many of these diagnoses. You have friends and resources and all these things available to you. I know that you want to put your wall up, and I don't blame you, but I do encourage you to find someone that you can trust. Even if you do something as simple as like tell a friend, hey, I just got this diagnosis and do you have my back? Sometimes that can do a lot. That means they may be able to cover for you as you're trying to adjust and get regulated on medication, or just establish new boundaries, having this knowledge of what's happening in your life. And that doesn't mean you have to go to someone else who has a neurodiversity. Like, find people in your social circle. To be fair, a lot of our friends share some of the same life situations that we've had. Some of our friends may also be our friends because we share similar quirks. So maybe they do have a neurodiversity and they just haven't confided in you yet. All right. Allies. Whether you have a neurodiversity or not, I've got some content for you. I got some advice, some tips. This time I am talking directly to you because what you do may affect those around you, especially if you don't have a neurodiversity and your friends do. So let's learn about intersectionality. Being diverse and neurodiverse is a challenge because often we have to put one before the other. For most cases, we have to put the diversity side in front of us because that's what people see. So I can't focus on being black and having ADHD if the being black part is a challenge. I can't focus on, the situation around me if I'm struggling to focus because of ADHD, which means I might run into problems that are diversity problems. So if you're dealing with being, queer and having a neurodiversity, or being a woman in this space where you're often harassed and mistreated, and having to also deal with the neurodiversity, it becomes a challenge. So what do we do there? One, if you're an ally, develop empathy. Also, learn from those diverse people who have often had to build empathy for themselves and for others, who have also developed self-management and leadership skills. But then also do what you can to lighten the load of one of those things. And again, no one's going to be able to talk about the life that you have because it's your life. But you can help others in ways that work for them. Also, if your friends don't want to tell you everything, that's fine. People may not be ready for your help. Don't take it personal. Just prove that you can be trusted. A lot of us are still being tokenized based on our race or our ethnicity or our perceived gender. And all of these things make us not want to trust people at times. And it sucks. I didn't trust telling anybody that I had ADHD outside of my immediate working group because everyone just thought I was weird and awkward, or people thought because I led a different lifestyle that it was just a part of that. And the last thing I wanted was to be on someone's brochure for how our company helps support mental health. Prove that you can be trusted. Put forth the time and the effort that you're asking us to commit to you, and be patient. It'll get better. Here's what we're not going to do. We're not going to minimize the situation. If you've got a neurodiversity and someone else has a different one, don't minimize their situation because it's different from yours. Don't minimize yours because it's different from theirs. It's not a competition. No one's better than the other. At the end of the day, we're all here to help one another out. And that's why sometimes identifying a situation and doing it in a way that isn't minimizing can help that person to be more open and upfront about some of the things that are going on with them, because they've probably been minimized their entire life. It's time to maximize the situation and put some empathy on it and then just go from there. That said, you do this by showcasing how you've been helped in your journey. You don't do this because you're being comparative. No two cases are the same. Don't assume what's worked for you will work for everyone. Don't assume what's worked for them will work for you. Showcase many different ways and be willing to try different things, and treat all of them as valid to the person that has used them and seen effect with them. As long as they're not physically harming themselves, it's okay for them to try something different or quirky or awkward. It may be the only form of therapy or medication they've ever had in their entire life. So embrace it. Maybe even try it. Might work. Instead of saying, this is what I do, instead ask, what have you tried that's worked in the past? And ask hey, I can, or tell them hey, I can try to help. I can make time. I might not understand it all, but I'll try my best if you can help me. Help me to understand the situation. Tell me what resources I need to go look up to be a better ally to you in this moment. Let me know how I can help you, even if you just need me to cover for you while you adjust. Sometimes that's the biggest thing. Sometimes we just need help getting through the day. And if that means you take on a little bit of work temporarily, it really may help that friend out. Leaders, now I'm looking at you. You have to set the standard. Even if you don't understand, even if you don't fully agree, being able to be trusted, being able to be confided in means everything. Having a boss that wants to help make your workday easier is invaluable. Being open to alternative methods in working, using different resources, putting forth that little extra effort in being able to support your team is so valuable. Don't let work take precedence over self-care. Full disclosure, I'm recording this on a day that I'm supposed to be off, and I got checked at the door. One of my colleagues who had to be at work for another thing was like, "What are you doing here? What are you doing online? This is supposed to be a day where you're resting. Do you need help with anything? Can I help lighten the load?" First of all, they're awesome, and thank you for being a great ally, but also we have to make sure that self-care is first in a world where often it's put last. Make sure that people have the ability to take things like mental health days. Be sure that they have the ability to say, "Hey, I need to step away for a couple of hours and just decompress." Don't inundate people with meetings or expect them to do work that's outside of the scope of what they need to do, especially if they've just confided with you that they're working through some processes for themselves. And last but not least, be that source of resources for them. Work with your company, work with your company's HR to figure out what resources are available. That person might be going through a lot right now and may not have the mental energy to sit down for another meeting with some people to figure out how they can be best benefited. They're still trying to figure out how to get through the day. So as a leader, it may be up to you to ensure that the people that report to you are taken care of. And folks that are in this situation, folks that are neurodiverse, that's why it's important to have some form of disclosure to your teammates or your boss. You don't have to tell them everything, but at least having that little bit of a resource might open the door for them to help you in ways that you're not able to do for yourself at the time. And lastly, leaders, normalize diversity and neurodiversity. I've already talked about how accessibility can help everyone, but I want to talk about how diversity helps everyone. When you have a diverse team, you have many different lives and lifestyles being exposed, which means that you have different ways of working and co-working and communicating with one another, all happening at the same time. Your team creates pathways for empathy. People are more empathetic when they're surrounded by a diverse cast. They create diverse problem-solving skills, which means that you don't have this one-dimensional way of doing things all the time. And it reduces tokenization. If everybody can be on the brochure, awesome. If I'm the only one, not so much. So, you made it to the end. Great job. I mean that. You've taken the time and you've taken some steps to really go and start to get some questions answered for yourself. If you just received a diagnosis and you're using this as a resource, I hope it's been helpful. If you are questioning whether or not you have a neurodiversity and you're considering getting a diagnosis, I can tell you things have only gotten better for me since then. But that being said, I know that it's a journey, and if I'm here if you want to talk about it. But before I get to where you can find me and all those things, I want to give a special thanks to my friends that helped me make this talk. It's a talk that I've iterated on several times. I've gotten feedback. I've gotten quotes. Thank you for everyone that agreed to have their photos presented and their information shown here. If you want to reach out to those people to say, hey, I also deal with the neurodiversity, or hey, I've done this, what do you think would work? By all means, do so. I've talked with each of them and they're all open. Some of them are professionals like my coach. Others could just be a great resource or a great friend. Also, a special thanks to my teammates. I didn't mention this at the beginning, but I work for a company called Elastic, a team that helps to create fast, reliable, and scalable solutions for search, If you want more information about that, or if you want to just have more conversations like this, there's an email on the screen. Also, thank you for my colleagues for being absolutely amazing and helping me out with this project. Lastly, here are some resources that I use to help work on this talk and gather information about. This isn't an exhaustive list. There are plenty of resources out there. I want to give an extra special shout out to Black Girl Lost Keys, which talks about having those neurodiversities while also having to navigate through the journey of being a Black woman. I can't speak to that personally, so I am glad that there are others out there that can and do. Also, thank you very much for your time on this. I know that talking about these things can be a challenge, but I hope that I've convinced at least someone to start that conversation, whether it's with a friend, with a colleague, or with their leadership team, to identify some of the ways that they can be helped if they are neurodiverse and were recently diagnosed or are looking to seek a diagnosis for themselves and learn about some of the resources and benefits available to them. But thank you so much for your time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this conference. Take care.
Wow, what an awesome talk. Thank you so much, Jay. I'm sure everyone here will really benefit from keeping that toolkit available to them, and keeping all of your tips and tricks in mind as they're speaking with their coworkers and family members and anyone else that they might be chatting with in day-to-day life.
Well, thank you. And as I mentioned in the talk, there are always new ideas that people are telling me about and showing me. So I added it to the chat, that there's a repo there that I would love to collect more advice and tips and share this as a resource for folks in the tech space that are learning about their mental health diagnoses for the first time.
Awesome. That's excellent. And I love that we have a community here that is so open and accepting of talking about subjects like this that, in other communities might be verboten. So thanks again. Please join Jay in our Q&A session, and we'll go ahead and take a 15-minute break before our next talk. So we'll see y'all then.